A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tigers have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolverines offense will have the football first. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter. And, Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity. And, David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates. They're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Moore to the air. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on FK if they can stop him on third down. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Clemson Tigers offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. And it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
It'll be third and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one, make that first impression.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the lone running back. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
Man, you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line. You've got to be really smart with this football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the back. Crosses to 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They're going to ride this running back. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Wants to throw on third. Got it in the middle. It's Marty. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the... Seven-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off play action on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Cleese scoring. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The gun, the running back looking for room, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first two possessions. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Keeps it on the draw. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback running on the draw. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Flying down the left side. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for room. It's Overton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. QB draw. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
To the air, it's Denson. He's going to take off. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Marsh. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's gone. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference.
So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. The offense lining up for a first down play. Using his legs, it's Marshall. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running behind that left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put out the 3 spot before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot. so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying.
There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
To throw, it's Denson. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Wolverines are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Rides the back and leaves it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Moore will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an
touchdown, Michigan! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll line up to go for 2. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to... ball plays, they've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Quarterback keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Denson. Just a little off. Incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. On the ground, it's Marshall. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. He's going up top. Grabs it inside the 15. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little pass. Guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Bolton. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Finds a tight end down the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So the fourth down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Handoff from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Touchdown, Clemson! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Looking for a man, it's Denson. Buys a little time. And they're able to get him down.
Man, that's a nice job by this defense. Aggressive, all near the line of scrimmage, taking away all the space. And that's a big stop. Now, you're only down 1. Now a field goal, in turn, can go give you the lead in the fourth quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They boot it away. Pulls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground from the offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They're going back to the ground. Breaks into the open. Talk about it. Timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Right back to the well. East dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Under fire, and he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They push the lead to 4 here in the fourth. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Moore to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here.